Okay. Okay. Most of the challenges will be like this GPYL group, which is like hit go and you don't perfect anything. Okay. So I have a 3 hour class in India on Zoom pretty soon. This morning at 7 it's 6:30 right now. Our mission for next week, 5 minutes performance on Wednesday next week. That's what our daily challenges are preparing us for. And we're filling the space. It's not necessarily music, even, right? It's whatever you want. It's probably going to be music related, but it doesn't matter if it isn't. And we're filling the space of 5 minutes next week, right? Under the premise that performance is about earning trust, and we do that by sharing more of who we are. That's central to this work, right? The more you share who you are with your audience, the faster they get to decide if they trust you. That's the whole thing. It's a trust building exercise. If you can earn trust, people will come on board, right? You'll be the most interesting artist at your show. We're going to do that by creating moments, right? Moments of risk specifically. Let's say 5 in the 5 minutes. That's not a real thing, but it's a good way to just go, all right, there's a little bit of a rule of thumb. Let's say 5 moments in the 5 minutes, but probably way more because you have little mini ones and bigger ones, right? 5 moments in the 5 minutes. Okay. Those moments will be, you will come across those moments by, there, there are spontaneous moments like Cease Lopez, right? Uh, Audio didn't work, began to mime, did all the stuff that would have never happened in a planned situation, and it created this really interesting space where you're like, wouldn't have thought of that. It's really cool to come by spontaneous stuff like that. You ever see somebody's like gear stop at a show or something and they go, okay, let's sing a cappella with the audience, I guess? Yeah. Create some really interesting space from this spontaneous moment stuff, right? Or spontaneous, just like anything. There, a spontaneous moment, right? Then you get to decide, is that interesting? No, it's not. But maybe another one would be, right? And then there's planned moments. Often those spontaneous moments we go, is that cool? And bring it over to the planned moment place, right? And just plan moments. So spontaneous ones, planned ones. And the planned ones are easy. We're going to be focused on planned moments in the first daily challenge today. All right? Because we're going to be writing about moments. Okay, spontaneous and planned. And those moments are made up of the elements of interest, right? Look at the list later on today in the GPYL announcement channel, along with the Four Corners Framework image as well, the list of elements of interest and the image of the Four Corners Framework. I made it nicer because I drew it disgustingly. Okay, we want to push these moments into the four corners because we want them to be risky. We don't want them to be in the controlled middle. We want them to be risky. Daily challenges, when they're videos, you can post them to your unlisted YouTube, to Google Drive, to Dropbox, and the link can be shared in the general chat or to the daily channels, the daily challenges channel under the GPYL category, which is private to only us. General chat is seen by everybody that's on the Discord server. Daily challenges channel under the GPYL category, private to only us. You can choose either way, it doesn't matter. Today's challenge is not a video. Today's challenge doesn't even need to be shared. We're just going to just report that you did it. Okay? It's going to be about getting your brain in gear for imagining and planning planned moments, your 5 minute performance and what it could be, what these moments could be. 20 minutes on a timer. Put it on the timer. It's critical that it's on the timer because you'll get defeated somewhere at the 4 minute mark and the 6 minute mark and the 8 minute mark. And you'll be like, and you just stay in it. And you go, okay. And this mimics live performance in that you lose it and then you have to regain it in real time. You can't just stop, right? So that's cool. Simply type or write as non-stop as possible about what could happen in this 5 minutes. So try not to stop writing, especially when you get stuck. Just write gibberish. Just go bing bong, bananas are a factor in World War, okay, and then you'll end up rooting back, right? Just keep the creativity going. You'll end up rooting back. And just challenge yourself to go, what could happen? I start with my chair, in my chair, not facing the audience, and I start singing a cappella. I, I'm going to rotate at some point and make eye contact with the camera and share a song, and then I'm going to bring some guitar in at some point. I'm going to have a backdrop, a green screen I'm going to put up with pine cones and anything, right? So don't limit it to like, is that cool? Is that cool? No, it doesn't matter if it's cool. This is raw data. This is raw imagination. This is planned moments. This is where you go, maybe it could be, maybe it could be, maybe it could be, right? And that's it. So you want to push it as far as you can into the maybe it could be. I shaved my head during the performance. It's two songs and it's a little bit of banter about myself. I'm going to talk about this trauma that I had. I'm going to talk about cheeseburgers. I'm going to, right? And you want to push it into places that you didn't know that you even knew about, right? So 20 minutes on the clock is your daily challenge. Type or write for 20 minutes about what could happen in this 5-minute performance next week. Don't limit your creativity. Push it. Don't even limit it to reality. I could I could take a jetpack and I could fly at the end of my performance at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I could take off and fly out of here. Yeah, write it down. That's right. Okay. And so just report when you've done it. Share a screenshot maybe if you want of some of it. But this is we just want to get the brain juices going. Don't forget, stay on Discord too. I'm going to be sharing some cool stuff today. All right, give it a shot today. 20 minutes on the clock, okay? This is brain prep for what's to come.